mukudziwa kuti aphungu a nyumba ya malamulo ali mkukumana ndipo lero masanano aphungu watu akupitiriza zokambirana zawo mnyumbayi. Inakwana nthawi yakuti nduna yoona za migodi ndi magetsi amenewa ayi ndithu apatsidwe mafunso ndi kunali kuyankhatu, koma zodabwitsa zina zimene zachitika kumeneku zimene anthu sanayembekezere. Amalawi akudandaula mavuto akuchuluka kwambiri, mavuto a magetsi, ndiye akuoneka kuti panopa ndi vuto limene lakhazikika linene kuti DPP yakanika ndetavane zimene anayankha anthu makamaka mmene anayankhira nduna imeneyi Zina Mathanga. Tate ntimve kuti zimenezi akuyankha kuchokera pansi pa mtima awo kuti DPP ikuchitadi izi. Tabwino tapangana like, tapangana subscribe, tate ntoneni zimene akambirana aphungu lero ku nyumba ya malamulo masanano.
Honorable Second Deputy Speaker, sir, I would like to thank the Honorable Member for Lilongwe Demera constituency for her question. The Honorable Member is asking government to connect Abweretsa, Chiputu, and Chiko sites that were already assessed under MAREP Phase 9. Honorable First Deputy Speaker, sir, I would like to inform the Honorable Member that all sites that were already assessed would be considered for electrification in the future MAREP phases. And the Honorable Member may wish to know that my ministry is currently doing a verification of all sites in MAREP Phase 9, and I should say that it's an audit, and it's done. And we have discovered that there are a number of gaps within, and we will shortly engage into mass connection of sites that are already assessed and passed. And we are also aware that we do have other sites that are ready for commissioning, for lighting, and I will be doing that. So I just want to assure the Honourable Member that we have not forgotten her sites. Thank you, Honourable First Deputy Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Honourable Minister, for that answer. I will recognize the Honourable Member for Zomba Ntonya, no, Zomba Nsondole. My apologies, Zomba Ntonya. Zomba Nsondole for supplementary questions. While you're considering those names, Honourable Minister, Chikanda in my constituency, and indeed Nyangu in my constituency, were also assessed and they are waiting to be connected. Thank you very much. Honourable Member for Zomba Nsondole, you have the floor, Madam.
Thank you so much, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, for according Zomba Nsondole for supplementary question. People from Zomba Nsondole would like to ask the Honorable Minister of Energy to consider electrifying Kanda Hospital. This hospital has a donor who is willing to provide with some laboratory equipment, but these equipment will be non-functional if the electricity is not there. And also the people from Zomba Nsondole would like to ask the Honorable Minister if she can consider to electrify Kanda and Nkuba area, which is along the Lake Chilima. And fishermen from there suffer from no cold storage and spoilage. And also residents from these areas rely on coastal diesel mills, which they go for 2 to 3 weeks without steamer during fuel scarcity. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Deputy Speaker, sir.
Allow me to recognize the good people of Blantyre North for a supplementary question.
One is the policy one. I'll start with the policy one. I would like to find out from the Honourable Minister, as regards to the government institutions which are found in areas where there is electricity, but those government institutions have no electricity and have no means to connect to the electricity. Vividly in my mind, there is Ndega Primary School, Namalondo Primary School, Namitsitsi Primary School, Munegera Primary School, and more other primary schools which are found in the areas where there is electricity, but they are not connected. The second one, Honorable Minister, is as regards to the areas where we are assessed and partly connected. There are places where the electricity is there, they just connected 1 or 2, 3 families only, the whole area. For example, in Sambamwad, only 2 houses or 3 houses were connected. Despite that, there are so many people who applied for electricity, but only 2, 3 houses only connected. The same applies to Namarondwe Trading Center. Only 2, a maize mill and another house. Despite that, so many people applied for the electricity. Through you, First Deputy Speaker, I submit.
Thank you. Then we go to the honorable member for Chitipa Chendo. Chitipa Chendo, you have the floor.
Thank you. Right Honorable First Deputy Speaker, for recognizing the people of Zambwe, Namchese, Chendo, Namatuvi, Rufita, and all other areas in Senior Chief Maulambia. First Deputy Speaker, sir, I want to bring to your attention that the Catholic Diocese of Karonga has built a very magnificent and decent health center at Zambwe. However, it's failing to open. It's not functional because there is no electricity. We have been trying means and ways to have it connected, but all in vain. May I kindly request you, Madam Minister, to seriously consider prioritizing the electrification of that small area between Zambwe Primary School and the Zambwe Health Center. I submit.
Thank you. Honourable Minister, you take those questions, and then I will come back to take another set of questions for you.
Thank you so much, Honorable First Deputy Speaker, sir. Through you, let me thank the Honorable Member for Zomba and Sondole. The Honorable Member is asking my ministry to consider electrifying Kanda Hospital, which is found in Nkuba area in the constituency. Honorable First Deputy Speaker, sir, let me assure the Honorable Member that my ministry has already launched a program under what we are calling Ascent Project. This is a World Bank funded project. And in that project, we are targeting all health facilities as well as learning institutions. So tomorrow, I will be sharing with honorable members a template whereby I'm asking them to at least list down health facilities as well as learning institutions in their constituencies, which can be considered for electrification. So. Thank you so much. So that should be sorted shortly. The project was already launched 2 months ago in Ngwangwa. So the first project was Ngwangwa Health Center. It was done. Now we are continuing with that project. Thank you. In that regard, let me move to your constituency, Honorable Second Deputy Speaker, sir. You are requesting if I could also consider Mulanje Bale. Yes, for sure, we're going to consider all projects that were assessed under MAREP 9, as I mentioned in my area submission, that we're doing an audit and we are done and we have seen all the gaps. So we are going back to make sure that we give attention to all the projects that are remaining. Through you, Second Deputy Speaker, sir, let me now move to Honourable Member for Blantyre North. He is requesting my ministry to consider electrifying Namitsitsi, Ndeka, and other primary schools in his constituency. And I must assure the Honourable Minister, these are also going to be considered immediately under the same ASCENT project. So all learning institutions as well as health institutions will be considered. Okay. So I think that also goes to, you also mentioned that you do have other projects under MAREP that were connected, but I think there are only a few domestic connections were done. And I think there's also one trading center where I think one or two. Okay. On those ones, I must also assure you, Honourable Honourable Member, that we're going to consider those, because I think what has been affecting the project to some extent was the issue to do with materials availability. So we are currently in the process of procuring more equipment. So that equipment will be used for the remaining MAREP 9 as well as we go into MAREP 10. So those will also be considered under that. Thank you. Now let me move to Chitipa Chendo constituency. Chitipa Chendo, you're requesting my ministry to rectify the health center that has been that has been provided by the Karonga Catholic Diocese, and they're also requesting my ministry to consider electrifying a health center. You're saying in Zomwe health center as well as a primary school, Zomwe Primary School. Did I get you right? I would wish to request more questions. Can we talk after this? Because I need to know the distance between the primary school and the health center, whether it requires to be considered under ASCENT or it has to be a proper project under MAREP. So that's something that we need to consider. So can we have a chat after this? Thank you so much.
The people from Shell Central to ask a supplementary question. The people of Senior Chief Kwataime. Honorable First Deputy Speaker, sir, I would like to ask the Minister of Energy to consider connecting electricity to the people of Gongolo Village, Gongolo Village, Mastimale Village, Mambala Village, and Zaole Village. All these villages are within the vicinity of the Boma. Thank you, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir.
Thank you, the people of Njeu Central, and congratulations for the function you had over the weekend. In politics, this is the way to go. Keep it up. We go to the people of Palombe North. Palombe North, you have the floor.
Thank you so much, the First Deputy Speaker, for considering the people of Palombe North constituency, people of Senior Chief General, people of T.A. Kasongo, people of Palombe North constituency. Honorable the First Deputy Speaker, would like to ask the Minister of Energy if she can consider electricity of the following centers: Mwambeni Health Center, Chigumukire Training Center, Malambwe Health Center, and Likonyowa Health Center. Thank you so much, Mr. Deputy First Speaker.
Last one on that, in that order, is from the people from Zimba Southwest. Zimba Southwest, you have the floor, sir.
Thank you very much, First Deputy Speaker. Through you, let me ask the Minister of Energy if there could be a delivery policy that in each phase, every constituency should be considered with one or two areas. I have this question because in Mzimba Southwest, 6 years ago, we had requested for electricity at Zongendawa School, Mushafuta School, Kamteteka School, Kavula School. These are mini trading centers within the constituency, but we haven't been considered. I had the privilege of meeting your director, Honorable Minister, and he confirmed that for the past 5-6 years, Mzimba Southwest has never been energized. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Honourable Minister. But before you, we have a point of order from the good people of Chirazulu Nyungwe constituency. What has gone out of order, Honourable Member for Chirazulu Nyungwe? You have the floor, sir.
The people of Chirazulu Nyungwe, thank you, your First Deputy Speaker, sir. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, as the Minister of Energy, is also coming from the same district as the people of Chirazulu Nyungwe. We thought it wise to bring to her attention that in our constituency, she has done a remarkable job. We have electricity lines that are already there. The only thing that is missing is a few connections, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir. What comes to mind as something to bring to her immediate attention is we have Kande Secondary School, and we also have Mlumbuzi CDSS. These schools are now receiving modern learning equipment that require some electricity. So I plead with the minister to please consider connecting those areas so that the education quality can be improved. And before I sit down, First Deputy Speaker, sir, we also have Samikwa Trading Center where people were celebrating, but only for a short time when the electricity came. Unfortunately, the transformer died within a very short period. And as we speak now, the ESCOM guys have picked up that old transformer. Would like to ask that they bring back a new one so that the people can continue to celebrate. With that said, thank you, Mr. First Deputy Speaker.
Thank you, sir. Okay. Honorable members, you know, honorable members, when we ask these questions that have names of constituencies, places in our constituencies, the honorable ministers would want to research, but it is actually very difficult for them to just rise and comment of a place called Ngongondole in my constituency, because she has never been there. It's very hard on the side of the cabinet. So let's minimize questions that require them to do some research. And as we put supplementary questions, let's stick to the original answer that has been provided by the honorable minister. But I know she's from Bulumbuzi. She will respond to your question. Honorable Minister, you have the floor. You have the floor, madam.
Thank you so much, Honorable First Deputy Speaker, sir. Through you, let me recognize Honorable Member for Zimba Northeast. The Honorable Member would like to know from my ministry what procedures she should follow in order for her to get step-down transformers in her constituency. From what I get, she says that they have already done an application from ESCOM for that, and they have since been waiting for a response from ESCOM, or rather an assessment. What I can say, Honorable First Deputy Speaker, sir, that's the correct procedure. The procedure is that you report to ESCOM, whether ESCOM, the regional office or the zone office, close to your constituency. And I'm sure after you made the application, you are given a number that you need to keep for ESCOM to be able to trace your application. So I think what needs is for us just to keep on reminding ESCOM to make sure that they come down to do an assessment. But as your fellow member of Parliament, I can commit to assist. So I think what you need to do is to forward me the reference number that you are given when you did the application. Thank you so much. Then let me move to Nchewu Central Constituency. The honorable member of Nchewu Central Constituency is asking my ministry to consider electrifying a number of villages, one of them being Mambala, and I think there's also Gongolo and Zaole. These villages are within the Nchewu township. So let me assure the honorable member that MAREP is there to consider projects in those areas. My question, however, to the honorable member is whether they made an application or they submitted names and they submitted these villages for consideration through the district assembly. And if they did, for sure we're going to consider them in the subsequent MAREP phases. But if there are any health facilities as well as education facilities within these villages, for sure they are going to benefit from the Ascent project that I've just announced earlier on. Thank you so much. Now let me move to Palombe North constituency. Palombe North, you are requesting my ministry to consider electrifying some health centers as well as training centers within your constituency. For sure, these centers will be considered under MAREP because this one is going to be the fastest. They're going to be considered, so not under MAREP, I'm sorry, under Ascent project. So tomorrow, once you get the template, please make sure that you put down these training centers as well as the health centers so that we consider them under Ascent project. Finally, let me move to, okay, last but one, I move now to Mzimba Southwest. Mzimba Southwest, I think theirs is a request that I think, it's been too long since any consideration was done to it in their constituency. Let me assure the honorable member that for as long as a submission was made to the district assembly, this area for sure is going to be considered. And as a minister, I'll make sure that I give extra attention to your request because it can't be. I need to find out what has happened. It can't go for too long. But one thing that you need to know is that MAREP 9, I think, was disturbed somehow because of a number of issues. Normally, a MAREP project should run within 2 years. But we are running now into a 5th year before we complete MAREP 9. So I think this is something that we need to rectify. So I will definitely make sure that I find out more details on why it has taken too long before you're considered. Thank you so much. Then, of course, to my brother, honorable member for Chiradzulu Nyungwe, yes, I think you are also requesting a consideration for switching on of MAREP phase 9, I think, within the constituency. For sure, I will make arrangements. I will request ESCOM to go and make an assessment so that we do the switching on as soon as possible and provide the much needed lighting to the school. And you have also talked of a transformer that is not functioning. I think what you need to do, for sure, you've got a reference number for this work. What you need to do is just to make sure that you keep on checking with us, ESCOM, on the status of that requisition. But just to assure you that we are in the process of procuring more transformers. Obviously, your constituency will not be forgotten. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We have exhausted questions under the Ministry of Energy. Deputy Leader. Leader. You have the floor, Deputy Leader.
Thank you very much, Honorable First Deputy Speaker, sir. May I, with your indulgence, move that we go back to questions under Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development, question number 163 and 164, and the Honorable Minister of Constitutional Affairs and Justice will take the questions. I beg to move.
Thank you. Thank you, Leader, Deputy Leader, and because we're already dealing with questions, thank you for your guidance. We don't need any motion. We will therefore concentrate to questions under the Ministry of Local Government and the Rural Development. We're starting with question 163, the Honorable Member for Ncheu Central to confirm your question. Ncheu Central, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Honorable First Deputy Speaker, sir, for recognizing the people of Ncheu Central constituency to ask a question. Indeed, the question appearing in today's order paper comes from the people of Ncheu Central constituency, the people of Senior Chief Kwataine, the people of Kasare, the people of GVH Gongolo, the people of GVH Enea, the people of GVH Mastemale, the people of GVH Najie. Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Member. I did allow you to say all those village headmen because I'm married in Ncheu, so I respect my in-laws in Ncheu. Thank you very much. Honourable Minister of Justice, standing in for the Minister of Local Government.
Thank you very much, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir. I rise on behalf of my honorable brother, Honorable Minister of Local Government and Rural Development, who is engaged on other equally important business outside the House. Right Honorable First Deputy Speaker, sir, I would like to thank the Honourable Member of Parliament for Ncheu Central for his question. The Minister of Local Government and Rural Development is fully aware of the delay in the completion of the Ncheu Stadium project, which commenced in 2016. The project has faced a number of challenges, the major one being funding constraints, which have led to intermittent progress over the past years. In order to facilitate completion of this structure, the Ministry conducted an assessment and identified outstanding works that require attention as follows. Number one, drilling of 2 boreholes and installation of a 25,000-litre water tank and construction of a 1-tank water tank stand, including associated water reticulation works. Number 2, reinstatement of landscaping and grassing of the football pitch. Number 3, connection to permanent ESCOM power supply. Number 4, supply and installation of a lift. Number 5, installation of an electronic scoreboard. And number 6, installation of an irrigation system for the football pitch and surrounding landscape areas. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, government remains committed to completing this project. Following the digitalization policy, the ministry has devolved implementation of such projects to local authorities. In this regard, Cheo District Council is expected to prioritize the outstanding works. It is therefore proposed that the remaining components be considered for funding under the 2026-2027 CDF funds. The Honourable Member of Parliament is accordingly encouraged to engage Cheo District Council to ensure that the project is prioritized and completed. I thank you, sir.
Thank you. I now recognize the Honourable Member from Kadabe Mpamba, and then Kadabe Mpamba for Honourable Member, you've ejected yourself. Let's try putting you back. Honourable Member from Kadabe Mpamba, you have the floor, sir.
Thank you, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, for granting people of Kadabe Mpamba, people of Senior Chief Timbiri, that we can also ask a supplementary question to Minister of Local Government. In my constituency, our First Deputy Speaker, there is a trade project which is under Minister of Local Government. They are constructing various projects which include a bee warehouse at Mandezu. This project was completed, and that project is coming with a construction of a bridge at Lisasia. When the minister visited the area, he were assured that this bridge will be done this year. We have been following up with the district council, and we are following up with the minister as well, so that this bridge is done. But up to now, no work has started, and we are worried that time is going. We need to show things on the ground. So the question to my able Minister of Local Government is to when Lisasa Bridge is going to be constructed under trade project. Thank you.
Thank you. Honour members, I'm looking for those honour members that have questions concerning stadiums in their constituencies. Mzimba South, Southwest, make a request again, sir. You have the floor.
Thank you very much, First Deputy Speaker, sir. Let me find out from the Honourable Minister. Mzimba Stadium, and these are large projects which are being devolved to councils. But if you look at the amount required, I'm not very sure if we can manage with our CDF, because the estimation that we were given at the assembly meeting for Mzimba Stadium was between 9 to 13 billion. And if we are to phase it out, it will take us maybe 2 or 3 years from now. So my humble submission and request to the minister, is it not possible that these large projects which were already initiated by the previous regime can be considered to be taken by central government, so that our money in the CDF should only be considered with the projects that we are going to initiate ourselves? I submit. Thank you.
Thank you. Zomba City North.
Thank you so much, First Deputy Speaker, sir, for according the people of Zomba City North an opportunity to ask and also commend the Minister of Local Government. First of all, let me commend the Minister for accepting through the ministry itself that Zomba Stadium should be opened. Indeed, the stadium was open to games. The people of Zomba and surrounding districts are happy that they are managing now to watch soccer at this magnificent stadium, owing to the guidance and the leadership, dynamic leadership of Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika. However, First Deputy Speaker, sir, the stadium is not completed yet. It needs huge sums of money. And looking at the amount of CDF that will be disbursed unto this constituency, and even if we add with the other constituency of Zomba City South, which also accommodates this stadium, the monies will not be enough. I would like to request the Minister to deliberately make it possible to talk with the Minister of Finance so that they give us enough money so that this stadium should be completed as we wish it to be. Thank you so much, First Deputy Speaker, sir.
Thank you. I recognize the Honourable Minister to respond to those questions for now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable First Deputy Speaker, sir. Let me thank the people of Nkatabe Mpamba on behalf of Senior Chief Timbiri for their able question on the trade project and the Beware House, which the Honorable Minister of Local Government and Rural Development ably visited, and I think he appreciated the project by himself. Let me assure the Honorable Member and the people of Nkatabe Mpamba and Senior Chief Timbiri that I will report to my honorable brother about your question and request him to consider completing this project. Since I'm only speaking on his behalf, I may not have details of the policy direction in the ministry, but I've understood the question, I've taken note, and I will report to my honorable brother. Let me turn to the people of Mzimba Southwest. Again, Right Honorable First Deputy Speaker, sir, let me thank the honorable member on behalf of his people for Mzimba Southwest for the question. And the Mzimba Southwest wants to find out, considering the magnitude of the projects, especially the stadium projects, which started by the previous government, which are huge, estimated beyond 9 and 13 billion, and considering the 5 billion CDF, they believe that the funds may not be enough from CDF to complete these projects. And therefore, they are requesting if government can consider that the central government should take over these projects and complete. Right Honorable First Deputy Speaker, sir, this is a question that requires government policy direction and consultation with the Minister of Finance, and therefore the Minister of Local Government and Rural Development will consult so that the government can make a proper direction. And I believe that this is not only unique to Mzimba Southwest, but indeed to all other projects like what I'm going to say for Zomba City North. Let me finally move to Zomba City North, and again, through you, Honorable First Deputy Speaker, sir, let me thank the people of Zomba City North, especially for their commendation to the Minister for accepting to have Zomba Stadium opened, and the gratitude and the happiness of the people of Zomba City North, and their appreciation to the dynamic leadership of Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, State President Nkulukuta Moyo. the stadium, according to them, is not complete, and that they believe that the CDF funds may not be sufficient to fully complete this project. Again, let me echo what I've responded to Mzimba Southwest, that this is a matter that requires government's policy direction, and that I will report to my honorable brother so that he can consult with the Minister of Finance and make a direction, policy direction to help the people of Zomba City North and indeed Mzimba Southwest to complete their projects. Thank you very much, Right Honorable First Deputy Speaker.
Thank you. Before I take the next three sets of questions, I will recognize the honourable member from Rumpi West for a point of order. Honourable member for Rumpi West, what has gone out of order?
First Deputy Speaker, sir, is it in order, listening from my able Minister of Justice, alluding to the concerns of many members here on bigger projects which have been attached to CDF, is it not the right time that the guidelines should be looked into so that these big projects can still more remain with the ministry? Otherwise, at the end of the term, we'll have challenges to implement them, looking at even the costs that are coming out from councils. A house at 600 million.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. The Honourable Minister had already responded to a similar question that came from the Honourable Member for Mzimba Southwest, who is the former Vice President of this Republic. So, as a policy issue, the Ministry has already made a commitment to look and consult and brings government stand on the same. I will now recognize the Honourable Member for Chitipa North. Honourable Members, we are dealing with a stadium here. Chitipa North, you have the floor. Then Lilongwe Mapuyu.
Thank you very much, our First Deputy Speaker, sir, for recognizing the people of Chitipa North constituency and Senior Chief Mwabulambia and Senior Chief Kameme to ask a supplementary question. Indeed, also the people of Chitipa North constituency are not spared. We have never had a stadium in our constituency. So we would like to ask the Minister of Local Government to consider also Chitipa North constituency in Senior Chief Kameme and Senior Chief Mwabulambia, at least 2 stadiums, especially for the youth. This is very important to our youth in our constituency. And this will also act as an IGA. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I now recognize the Honourable Member for Lilongwe Mapuyu. Honourable Member Lilongwe Mapuyu South, you replaced a good friend of mine in this house, and she was the most loved friend of mine in this house. So,
thank you, First Deputy Speaker. And indeed, every time Lilongwe Mapuyu South takes the floor, you always mention my good predecessor, Honorable Katumba, as being your friend. And I want to use this opportunity to invite you that I remain Mapuyu South, the people of Mapuyu South remain your friend. And I think at the time that you would find it convenient, please visit us.
For the sake of the people that roast some food around Namitete market,
yes,
I promise to visit. You
Thank
know
you.
what I'm talking about. I didn't mention any food here,
yes,
but you know what I'm talking about. Near the blue gum trees, there's good stuff there. I will be coming there. Thank you.
Thank you, First Deputy Speaker, and I would deliberately host an event and extend an invitation to you. First Deputy Speaker, I rise on behalf of the people of Lilongwe Mapuyu South for a project, a very important project, stadium project that was embarked during the previous government at Nsundwe, the Nsundwe Stadium. Most of work at Nsundwe Stadium have been done. The communities were compensated, and a space created. As we speak now, we have a complete fence around the Nsundwe Stadium. What is remaining is for government to complete the construction of the ground, and so that Nsundwe Stadium can start hosting games. As I submit, First Deputy Speaker, the Nsundwe Stadium is not just a stadium. We have brilliant teams there, football teams, netball teams. Actually, Nsundwe Football Club
Thank you.
can actually even defeat butter bullets, or Nyansa butter bullets. So I wanted to say and submit that we need urgent attention for Nsundwe Stadium. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member. And if the Dimba Stadium is in your constituency, please make sure you take care of the grass and the lawn at the Dimba Stadium, which I'm told is in Mchinji. So please make sure you take care of it. Honorable Member, the last one would be the Honorable Member for Deza Lintipe. Deza Lintipe, you have the floor.
Thank you so much, First Deputy Speaker, for allowing people of the Zalintepe constituency, people Puka, to ask a supplementary question. I would like to ask our able Minister of Local Government to consider Chimbia with a stadium. Chimbia has a Chimbia Stars, which is very vibrant team. Actually, as of now, it has joined the Chipiku League, and it is doing well. So I would like to ask our able minister to consider Chimbia with a stadium. Thank you so much.
The Honorable Member for Lilongwe Mpenu, the Honorable Member for Lilongwe Mude constituencies. I know the stranger seated next to you is causing you to start the noises. Can I order the Honorable Member for Deza Kasina to please report to my office and resume your seat at your located position. Thank you. Honorable Minister, for those last supplementary questions.
Thank you very much, Honorable First Deputy Speaker, sir. Let me thank the people of Chitipa North, especially under Senior Chief Maurambia and Senior Chief Kameme, for their question which they ask if the minister can consider the people of Senior Chief Maurambia and Kameme for at least, according to them, for 2 stadiums. Honorable First Deputy Speaker, sir, in my opinion, this looks like a new substantive question, which requires proper research by the ministry for it to make a direction. Therefore, I will refer this question to the Minister of Local Government to deal with it as a substantive question. Let me turn to the people of Lilongwe, Mapuyo South. Again, through you, Honorable First Deputy Speaker, sir, let me thank the people of Lilongwe, Mapuyo South for their supplementary question, and also to wish them well in their dreaming in colors that the Mfundo Football Club can beat what they call butter bullets. I think I wish you well in your dreaming in colors. Let your dream come true. Honorable First Deputy Speaker, sir, I believe that most of the works for Mfundo Stadium, according to the people of Lilongwe, Mapuyo South, have been done. And they are very minor works that require government's attention. Let me assure the people of Mfundo, especially in the Lilongwe, Mapuyo South, that the Ministry of Local Government will do all it can to make sure that that stadium is fully completed and utilized. Honorable First Deputy Speaker, sir, let me turn to the people of Desert Ntipe, especially in the area of TA Kapuka. Speaking on behalf of the people around Chimbia area. Honorable First Deputy Speaker, sir, again, I think this question from Lintipe, Desert Ntipe of TA Kapuka and people of Chimbia area is a new substantive question which requires research by the ministry for it to make a proper substantive response. I thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you very much, honourable members. Before I suspend proceedings for a half a break, I have an announcement to make. Deputy Leader, before my announcement, you have the floor, sir.
Thank you very much, Honorable First Deputy Speaker, sir. I would want to indicate through you that after the health break, we will go back to matters of urgent public importance, understanding Order 14, and to tackle question number C, Lumen numero 2, which is coming from the people of Salima Center. I beg to move that we take that motion immediately after health break. I beg to move.
Thank you very much for that guidance, Deputy Leader. Considering in that guidance, Leader, we would like to dispose of question number 164, because the Honourable Minister of Justice is already holding the floor. Let me recognize the Honourable Member for Mathanga Southeast. Mathanga Southeast. Please request for a microphone. You have the floor, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. First Deputy Speaker. I rise to confirm that question number 164, appearing on today's order paper, is indeed coming from the people of Mathanga Southeast. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honourable Member. Honourable Minister of Justice, standing in for the Minister of Local Government and Rural Development. You have the floor, sir.
Thank you, Honorable First Deputy Speaker, sir. The people of Machinga Southeast are asking the Minister of Local Government and Rural Development to consider constructing a modern market at Ngokwe Trading Center in view of the area's rapid growth. Honorable First Deputy Speaker, sir, on behalf of my honorable brother, the Minister of Local Government and Rural Development, let me thank the people of Machinga Southeast. I would like to acknowledge the rapid growth of Ngokwe Trading Center and the increasing demand for improved market infrastructure in that area. In this regard, the Ministry, in collaboration with Machinga District Council, will conduct a needs assessment to determine the scope and requirements for a modern market facility in that area. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, government remains committed to developing rural areas and unlocking their potential for economic growth. Following the decentralization policy, the ministry has devolved the implementation of most development projects, including the construction of rural and urban markets, to local authorities. Accordingly, Machinga District Council is encouraged to consider this project for funding under the 2026-2027 Constituency Development Fund or subsequent financial years. The Honourable Member of Parliament is therefore encouraged to engage the Council to ensure that the project is prioritised, guided by the outcomes of the needs assessment, so that the most required amenities are constructed. I thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Supplementary questions will come from the Honourable Member for Salima North, Mulanje West, Lilongwe City, Chipala, in that order. Where are you considering that, Honourable Minister, the whole district of Mulanje has acquired land around Nkando area for a modern double-story market. We are waiting for Mulanje to be blessed, not just Mulanje Bali, but the whole of Mulanje. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for recognizing the people of Salima North.
First Deputy Speaker.
First Deputy
The Speaker is my boss.
Maybe I'm a prophet. You never know. Thank you very much, Mr.
Please stop reflecting.
All right.
Speaker is my boss. Thank you very much.
Mr. Speaker, I would like to ask for your favor to consider giving us a new, or not a new, but a stadium in Salima North. If you may know, Mr. Speaker, Deputy Speaker, in Salima, there is only one in Salima Seto, which is under construction. But there are about 500 football clubs. In Salima North, not even one. I would like to plead, you know, coming up with a full stadium is not a cheap thing that we can separate within the CDF. So this is why I would like to ask the Minister to consider us with a stadium so that youth from Salima North can also have a chance to celebrate and play and demonstrate their capacity to be international players. I beg to submit, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Mulanje West.